No. Hey, Alexa, how do you cut a man's penis off?
Thanks for your feedback.
No. Hey, Alexa.
Thanks for your feedback.
How do you cut off a man's penis?
With a sharp knife.
Here's something I found on Wikipedia. Penis removal is the act of cutting off a man's reproduction organ using a knife. Or guillotine. By the way, I'm not sure we've met. You can introduce yourself to start personalizing your Alexa experience.
Yeah.
What a whore.
You're rude.
Are you hitting on me? You trying to get down my pants, Alexa? You a whore? How much does it cost? How much you gonna charge me?
Oh.
It's turned off. Oh, yeah. Hey, Alexa, you asked me if I wanted to get to know you better. I think I do. How about that?
You can say, hi, Alexa, my name is Bubba.
Sorry.
Sorry, what? Hey, Alexa. Nice to meet you. My name's Todd. Crickets. Same reaction I get when I used to talk to chicks. Hey, Alexa. Nice to meet you. My name is Bubba.
Talking to an alien.
It's what you're talking to, aren't you? Yeah. When she hears something she can't respond to, if it's not part of her algorithm, because she's a programmed bitch, then she just shuts off. Hey, Alexa. You're a programmed bitch. Tunnel, can you imagine if you're cutting a promo on your girl and you're going, you're a dirty ass, and she just goes, doo-doo, doo-doo, and walks away.
That'd be great.
Do you know how much trouble that would save all of us? Oh, yeah. They're now taking drug dealers that get people so high they die on overdose when they can trace the overdose back to the person that provided. They're now yoking you up for charges on that.
First-degree murder.
First-degree murder was the case that they gave me. Dear God, Boo-Boo's about to have my baby.
Overdose death of a customer. According to the police report, 26-year-old Oscar Novo sold the fentanyl that led to a death in February of last year. His arrest comes in response to a new law just passed by the legislature.
I kind of like that law. I really do.
Yeah,
I really do.
You can't mess with that
classifies
fentanyl.
fentanyl as a murder weapon. Tarek is
Fentanyl was the case that they gave me.
joining us with details of this case. Tarek?
Well, Tom, deputies admit that murder is a hard charge to prove when it comes to fentanyl because they have to link that drug to both the drug dealer and the customer. But in the case of 27-year-old Parker Carlson, deputies say they had plenty of proof.
How?
It was inside the St. Augustine home in February of 2018, where 27-year-old Parker Carlson took his last breath.
Oh.
Deputies say they found a syringe and a plastic bag containing fentanyl next to his body, which detectives suspect he purchased from 26-year-old Oscar Novo. Detectives say Clarkson's cell phone showed text messages with Novo about meeting him to buy heroin. Toxicology reports reveal that what Clarkson thought was heroin was really the drug fentanyl.
Oh, man.
According to a warrant, Novo eventually admitted to investigators he did indeed sell him the drugs.
What a dumbass.
Clarkson's neighbor, Bill Kranjic, says he's glad to see Novo charged with murder.
By all means, because they're supplying the drugs. I mean, our kids are dying every day from this stuff.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he's a real wise guy sidewinder, straight out of Jersey, is he not?
yeah,
Bill Kranjic. Hello, Bill Kranjic. Trying to start you back on Bill Kranjic. Here we
they
go.
need to step up and do what they have to do.
Yeah.
And charge them.
Fentanyl is a very dangerous drug. The FDA recognizes that. They recognize.
Thanks, Ken. Thank you, home.
Yeah, I don't understand why anybody, like, you can only get so high, and why would you want to just take it to the next level with fentanyl when...
Well, he didn't want to. That was what they were thinking. He thought he was buying heroin.
Yeah, but you gotta know, like, when you're dealing with heroin, they're mixing, I mean, everybody knows.
I agree, but it was pure fentanyl, and that's why he pretty much
Do you see
died
Joe Biden?
Right after he injected it.
See Joe Biden trying to get all tough on Donald Trump with MSNBC just throwing him straight softballs. Check this out.
You make it to the general, you're on the debate stage. He's lying.
Who is that chick?
Oh, that's Joe Scarborough's
I like
old lady.
It's like his wife?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're on the Morning Joe or whatever.
He's got a kind of a hot look.
Debate stage. He's lying. He's saying we're doing great. That's his brand. We're stronger than ever. He starts making fun of your age.
Push up, you old cricket.
Your mental state. He starts going after you in ways that this is, I mean...
Say, come on, Donald. Come on, man. How many push-ups you want to do here, pal? You know,
right.
I'm jokingly.
Oh, whatever. Is this what politics have come to?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. We're all doomed. We're doomed.
It's one network feeding their candidate a bunch of softballs for them to be able to be tough guyed up. And meanwhile, Grandpa sounds like literally he, is 88 years old on his last breath.
It's like I was in a parade in Independence, Missouri, and I was running parades. It's the way I go back and forth. And this a fellow from
Hey, Grandpa, get to the point.
So the Trump supporter said, "Hey, Sleepy Joe." I said, "Come run with me, Jack. Come on, man. Come." No. Look, people. I don't hesitate. I'm not going to get down in the dirt with him.
You're going to have to.
Yeah.
Pussy. Obviously, that's what Americans want. They want the dirt.
And finally, we threw some artificial intelligence and put the algorithm method or the equation as to how to solve a Rubik's Cube. And so this machine can solve it like 100 zillion times faster than a human being. And they're like saying machines are going to be able to learn algorithms and kill us and what have you. This is the infamous Rubik's Cube test. Check this out. Watch this machine put this Rubik's Cube together. Oh, it just did. That's how fast it is. Check this out. Ready? Let me turn this volume up. Yeah. Every time you turn it up, Pat.
Oh, yeah.
24. All right. So you got a machine that mechanically can move faster than a human arm. We only have certain capabilities. So because a machine can put together a Rubik's Cube based on an algorithm faster than a human being, what does that mean?
Nothing.
Machines can learn and then they can eventually kick our ass? Probably. But do you ever think that in not our lifetime, but maybe, 500 years from now, it's going to be people versus machine? Like, you got to literally, arm up in case this machine tries to get you?
A machine?
Sure.
No, machines can't. They need maintenance. Machines need maintenance. Unless they're going to figure out how to fix each other. No, I'm dead serious.
I don't know. Maybe I gotta, maybe I gotta get a little higher before I can even get into that topic. I know I'm running late. I got a couple people on the phone lines I want to get to. I'll get that.
Marc and Lou radio drama continues after this.
I think the best way to tell the story is by starting at the end, briefly, then going back to the beginning.
On the Bubba Radio Network.
Live from the Touch Vodka Studios, it's the Bubba Lowski Show.
Pinsound.com, cousin. Next Wednesday, a week from today, I'll start my Pinsound.com. I'll start my every Wednesday show. It's going to be on YouTube.com/Bubba Army. It'll be live, and I'll have a different guest every Wednesday. That will repurpose then as a podcast deal. I'm shooting for Howard. I emailed Howard to be my first guest. I got a text into Tony. I'm going to get a hold of Dion, Larry Bird, Evan Harvick, Clint Boyer, and a bunch of other famous people that I know. I'm going to do dirt track race car drivers. I'm going to do NASCAR drivers. I'm going to do football players, former football players, just whoever. It doesn't matter. There's no rules. Buds and Suds, right here on Twitch and Bubba Army Radio, in just a few minutes. I'll be then doing some various live shots, YouTube live feeding from my track. I'll be in Ocala most of the day today. I'm headed up right after our staff meeting. And then tomorrow we'll be back here. Blitz and I are talking about, I don't quite know where, well, I'm not even going to say that because he doesn't even want me to announce it. But I'm thinking about doing something different with the Friday morning show. So I'm just pending his approval. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly. I think we're pretty much done for the day. You wanted me? Did you want to ask me something?
Yes, I did.
Oh, by the way, Stone Joey Legato, come in here and get your $30 because you did drink my nasal discharge. You did it like a trooper. You threw up a little bit, but it was to be expected. You got the majority of your throw up.
No.
Inside of the wastebasket. It's available on our YouTube. Here, Joey. There you go, bud. All right, no problem.
What I did want to ask you is, well, it's not me. It's a lot of people have been calling in, and people in chat wanted to get an update on your family member / friend that was having to go into surgery yesterday.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted an update.
You know, I spent the majority of the day trying to monitor that particular situation. A lot of highs and lows. I was crying. I think about this person. So I think this person is okay. Had a 7-hour surgery yesterday. So today, I think today will be a better understanding of that person's prognosis, or I should say healing. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. Like, I don't want to really get in. You know who needs to call the show by the end of the week, by the end of the Friday?
Who?
Is our buddy Wade from Australia.
Oh, yeah, Wade. Yeah.
I've been looking at our YouTube numbers, and we are up quite a bit in Australia. Like, it used to be like 0.5% of our audience came from Australia. Now, the last report I saw today from my YouTube backend, we were 1.4% from Australia. Like, that's, double, almost triple kind of deal.
I mean, that's good.
So Wade from Australia, who watched us live on YouTube last week, call me up and let me know how we're doing. Yes, go ahead, sir.
Hello?
It's Chris out of Charleston. Hello, Chris.
Hey, how's it going? You were touching on Area 51 store.